to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready. To speak for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi! As you can see, the girls, we got a new opener through this journey of discovery, finding you and finding
It's like when the
me.
Parkers changed to the fashion show opener.
Yes, or like when Reba got a new song and she changed the notes up in the opening song. Yeah.
Or shush.
Bitch, it took me a minute to realize. Oh man, when they came out with them silk
presses. When Tia and
Oh.
Tamara, Cancer Queens, also straightened their fucking hair, it was a moment. And also, if you watch the Shush episode, if you watch those episodes, once Roger was no longer on the show, they photoshopped Tariq and Jordan into it. If you pay close attention,
You have to show it to
they
me.
cut and pasted them niggas in the back like this. Please, it's the funniest shit I ever seen. And once they went on Netflix, I could rewind appropriately. I said, what
the hell is
these
this?
niggas is pasted into the goddamn shot.
When they got their silk presses, man, because I was raised as a very, like, I am not my hair ass kid. So, like, I never really, like, you know how kids lie about not wanting things because your parents make you feel like you don't want it. So I was like, I don't need my hair straight. I'm more than my hair. My hair is fine the way that it grows out of my scalp.
Mm-hmm.
I seen them girls with them silk presses
I said,
on that
"Bitch, give
show.
me the
I
hot
said,
comb."
I want a perm.
Baby.
Give it to me now.
I was perm mommy, okay? Like, I was one of them, my mama permed my hair when I was 6 kind of girls.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom, I never did just for me. That's how your hair fell out. My mom took me to her stylist. And I had
you
the
got a real perm.
I got the real relaxer. Okay. See how we get off topic? Hey, y'all, we're back.
Hey, y'all, we're back.
This is...
Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Like, follow, share,
Yes.
subscribe. We are at the SE Content House. Get into
Get
it.
into it.
For creators by a creator.
This
It's all kinds of-
this light work. This set that they doing for us,
They
it's
got a
light
whole
work. They got all types
shebang.
of bells and whistles. It's all kinds of entertainment.
It's a kitchen.
It's a kitchen
living
here.
room. It's a wall of it's rooms, books,
Everything.
libraries. They got everything.
They
over
got
here.
real lights. We got a screen where we can see our face.
It's multiple cameras. It's in different
plants.
areas.
It's in different areas.
Can you do the wop? That'll fuck them up from a different angle.
But no, it's real nice in here. Everything's all clean. I love
nice.
it.
It's
Yes,
very
very
nice.
nice.
Yes, but we are back.
Oh, Patreon. We did not forget about y'all. I saw a comment on the YouTube where they were like, please don't wait to put stuff on the Patreon until you get a certain number of people because some of us are already here. I hear you, and that is valid. We are figuring it out. We are not going to abandon the Patreon. We are not going to take y'all money and run off. Y'all are supporting the podcast and
There's
helping us to
content coming.
finance and do this thing. So where my camera at? Is this camera on me?
this camera
oh,
on
man, I
me?
hate to reference him. Oh, my God. I just realized what that
I
was
think
from.
it's okay because that was such a memeable crash out that we can laugh at.
Okay,
him.
fine. We're
That's
laughing
fine.
at him, not with him.
Absolutely.
We're not forgetting about you, so please.
Robert.
See, but people I don't think journalists have the type of ethics that I have, because if R. Kelly comes and sits down in front of you, you're supposed to kill him. That's your job as a person. You were supposed to choke him out. Like, I think it's certain people that you see that come sit in front of you, ain't no interview. We finna whoop your ass.
It's time for fisticuffs.
It's time for fisticuffs. We finna beat your ass
I don't
in
know
here.
how all die people.
And you know what?
Robert.
That's hardly the
Robert.
only issue here.
What you can't do is read, Robert, but you still found a way.
A nigga that can't read set up a multi-level RICO
Absolutely.
sex trafficking and abuse organization.
And that's how I know Diddy did whatever, because that nigga can read. He went to Howard. He ain't finished, but he went.
R.
So
Kelly
I
can't
know
pass the CRCT.
he can't pass the biology EOCT.
And
He
that
can't pass
nigga-
the graduation test. And he set that fucking shit up just by being a freaky ass
Just
fraud.
being a
Diddy,
freaky
you are
bitch.
going to hell. I don't know what all you did, because I know there's more.
I know too much.
I know enough.
I know too goddamn much. Freaky bitch.
Because I know you can read good. Enough.
That nigga can read. He's smart. That's the thing about niggas too. It's like if you had dedicated your brain to goodness,
To something
we wouldn't
nice.
even fucking be here.
This would be, why you couldn't start a foundation
Why
or
you
something?
couldn't?
We using this for evil?
Now you got to give your honorary degree back because you're a goddamn idiot.
Because you want to be a goddamn supervillain.
You want to be a supervillain.
Okay, booty hole.
What are we doing for the booty hole?
Okay. If you could, I think I already asked this.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. Think of, to go with the theme of the episode, because this is about, letters to our younger self. Oh, fuck Hill Harper, man. I can't, because remember, he
Led us to a young brother.
led us to a young brother. But man, he said that to fucking Zaya Wade. You see that little girl, stop doing that. You being an asshole.
And you know what? Again,
Led us to a young sister.
shut your ass up. Ain't nobody fucking ask you.
Nobody asked.
Nobody
who
asked.
Who gives a fuck what Hill Harper has to say?
Who gives a shit about Hill Harper?
But anyway, Led Us to a Young Sister is the
episode. Yes.
So what celebrity in their crash out era do you wish you could just, and throughout history?
Throughout history?
So mine would be, to give you some context.
Okay.
If I could just hold Drew Barrymore's hand in the 80s.
Poor baby.
If I could have just took Drew Barrymore 1986 and just
real tight. Yeah.
good bosom me hug. Because
Yeah.
somebody should have came and got that baby.
Yeah. I can't. I know her mama is turning rotisserie chicken style in hell because your baby at the club, your child is just at the club on a regular basis.
And we're like
doing coke.
dating grown men.
Her septum ain't even fully developed yet, and she's doing blow and smoking cigarettes.
Where's the fucking blow?
And what was CP? Was there not a CPS? Was there not a Child Protective Service
I don't know, because
agency? What
credit
the
didn't
hell
exist
was
until like
going on?
1989, wasn't it?
You
So
said
it meant
what?
Credit.
And
Credit scores didn't
credit
exist back then.
scores. I mean, and then no, not credit. I'm talking about Child Protective Services.
No, I'm just saying, as far as government agencies, the
True.
credit scores didn't exist.
Because
so maybe child services didn't, 'cause
nobody
they was doing
looking
anything.
out for this little girl.
Go get Drew. Get her.
It's so many people that I would hug, but I
so
think
many.
Anna Nicole Smith,
Oh.
my Sagittarian sister, my Sagittarian queen. I
Trim spy, baby.
think so many women get this idea of like winning patriarchy, and it's just like, I'm gonna be a gold digger and I'm gonna live the life and be glamorous and take advantage of men who want to take advantage of me, which I do think partially is how you should play the game. If you know that men are trying to use patriarchy to their advantage to take advantage of you, then you leaving with something, get something out of it. My sister couldn't tell the truth to save her goddamn life. And when she got back into a corner, she was gonna tell a motherfucking fib. And I was watching that documentary. I said, "Oh,
I gotta watch Anna's documentary.
somebody," because she had a positive black man in her life. I did see that in the documentary.
See, I didn't see the documentary.
She had a good brother, and you know I don't say that. That's a good man, Savannah, in her corner. But that didn't counteract the number of truly sinister white people that wanted to keep her doped the fuck up, drugged the fuck up. It's Trim Spa, baby. And the thing about it is, too,
And Danny Lynn. Oh, Danny Lynn.
the goddamn universe cannot just let not small bitches be hot. She was one of the hottest non-traditional
fucking hot.
bodies
Yes.
I had ever seen in my life. It contributed so much to my early formative gayness that and I don't even like white bitches, but this bitch here is hot.
thick
And
as
y'all
fuck.
have ruined her life by telling her that she's so super fat, you such a big fat porker, fat whale, chunky monster, big bitch, that she got to spend all of her fucking time
being skinny
or trying to
Doing
get
drugs, yeah.
skinny. The Trim Spa commercials, if they had been for something else, I would have bought whatever they
it
were
was.
selling, because this is the hottest bitch in the universe. And it's just so sad, like how like hot bitches just fly too close to the sun, and niggas, and that's not racially specific, just shoot
perfect.
bitches down. So I wish I could have gave my sister a hug.
You know who else? I got two more, because you said Anna Nicole, so I'm thinking of the prototype. That Marilyn Monroe. She had a hard fucking life.
Poor Marilyn.
Marilyn had her, and you know who else? Because we ain't got to get too deep in these rabbit holes. That Julie Garland.
Go get Julie.
I would go back to the fucking 30s and just rescue her, because I went down one of them rabbit holes. You know them like very niche TikToks who talk about like very random ass history. Julie Garland had a hard ass
She was
fucking
eating soup and air and shit. They didn't get a
God
baby no
damn,
food.
Julie. God, shit.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
And they
That
when I
Wizard of
say,
Oz shit. Get that baby off that set.
what's the nigga from Scandal? What's his name?
Columbus?
Nope, the white one.
Oh, the Golden Meyer. Golden Meyer, yeah.
His family? Them people on them early Hollywood back lots was running them bitches ragged. No food. They was getting them hooked on coke so they wouldn't be hungry. Because, you know, the camera adds 10 pounds. Like, it still adds, I guess, weight as I understand it. But back in the day, like, no, it really, like, chunked you the fuck up.
Yeah.
So they were making sure that those women had no desire to eat. So at young ages, coke,
She was on, like, Quaaludes
cigarettes and Quaaludes and shit. And I think if I took a Quaalude now, my brain would force close. So I
Like,
can't.
do you understand what Quaaludes is? Just like
Quaalude?
fucking rat poisoning.
Sometimes I take Benadryl and I'm like, I'm dying. This is the death.
This is it.
This is it. So I can't imagine you being at work and somebody being like, here, Mel, here's a Quaalude and a cigarette. Get sleepy and skinny.
Now go sing.
Now go
What?
And tap dance and shit.
Hello, my baby. Hello,
I
my
don't-
darling.
the-
It's too much.
The girl who danced, I think it might have been Singing in the Rain. If you're a theater nerd, correct me if I'm wrong. It was two men in the scene and one girl, and then they like danced and they like put their feet on the couch and the couch tipped over. It's a whole like historic theater thing. They danced that girl through her fucking shoes to the point where she had to be on vocal rest, hospitalized, and bed rest for 2 days after filming that scene. Where is your mama?
Where
Where
up
is
that
your
bitch
mama?
with them kids? So we say all that to say, God bless.
God
her.
bless
and,
them women.
and I know we on
And
name-
Whitney. I wish I could have hugged
Oh,
Whitney.
Whitney.
And I wish I could have told Whitney, like, it's gonna be hard, but just be
gay.
Just do the gay.
Just do
just
it.
fucking do it.
Whitney would still be here.
If she could have just done the gay.
If she could have just been with Robin, and you know who else? Luther.
Oh, Luther. They said he was mean as a goddamn snake, and it's because that closet was too tight.
Let that baby
couldn't
out.
turn around in that
Y'all won't
bitch.
let him be gay, so he gonna cuss
He gonna
at
be
you.
mean. I was listening to
I'm gonna be gay or I'm gonna be mean.
I was listening to I Who Have Nothing by Luther because that's on my like cry on purpose playlist where I want to make myself sad.
Sure.
And I was listening to that song, and that is one of the most beautifully written songs in the world. And it's about, they say that he had a relationship with, I believe, his drummer or some sort of musician. But in the song, he's singing to a guitarist. And that was one of the most, because you know, you hear Luther sing like he's singing to women, and it's like, you don't like no bitches. But you listen to that song, it's like, oh, whoever this is you're singing
Whoever you
about,
singing to, you meant that.
that's your motherfucking man. And I just felt so
ain't
bad.
going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
God bless him.
God bless his
But
soul,
I do
man.
think I do want to get this thought off. Just like thinking about like white women as a whole, and like, cause I don't know nothing about that lifestyle. But TikTok has exposed me to a lot more like white women and how they're raised, and the fat phobia and like the almond moms and like how they get like the skinny of it all. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
it's bad over there. Like, granted, black mamas have their way too, but it's like a systemic thing.
I would
with the
say
white
black
girl.
mamas. I didn't mean to go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's like of course, your black mama gonna call you fat or whatever because that's just black mama-ness. But like, it's a more sinister way
overt
white women
over
do
there,
it.
yeah.
It's like oh my God, are you eating 2 slices of cheesecake? Like, it's my birthday. Like, baby can't handle cake.
Baby can't handle cake.
It's crazy over there. Like, the little peaks that happen to a white woman is, I'm like, oh my God.
But like I was talking to my person, and I was telling him how I didn't grow up in the discourse on TikTok where they're talking about like some people grow up in households that have snacks and some people grow up in households that are ingredient households. So because your parents won't buy snacks, you be eating like Parmesan cheese out the bag and shit and bacon bits and all kinds of dumb shit because ain't no snacks in the house. And so the dress that I purchased for your party, like I said, I can't wear any sucky garments under it because it's naked. And so I told my partner, I was like, it's going to be a very not eaty week for me. And so this morning before I left for work, I didn't have any breakfast, and I was just fucking housing like little pinchfuls of Parmesan cheese out of the bag before I left for work. And he was like, I'm going to fucking touch your hand
I'm
when
touching
I say
your
this.
hand.
He's
What
like,
the
eat some
fuck?
fucking food. And I was like, this is just how I've always been because my mom didn't keep snacks. But looking back at how much effort, and my mom tells me not to talk about her on this podcast, but she's not going to fight me about it. And if she does, I deserved it. But she put so much effort into staying thin because if you look at her pictures from when she was a young adult, she's smaller than both of us are at this current age. She might have been 148, 150.
I ain't seen a 148
But she was doing
undergrad.
Tybo 2 or 3 times a day. She wasn't eating snacks. She was having one meal. She didn't drink her calories for real. She really focused all her energies on staying small. And it's just like some of that ED-ness has trickled down to me. Because why are you eating pinchfuls of cheese before work, friend?
Why are you eating pinch?
Because I want to be skinny in my dress.
Because, like, I think for me, as I've observed just, like, the gotta be skinniness of, like, the universe, bitch, I'm hungry. I'm
hungry.
I'm gonna go get that fofo.
And don't know, and I was thinking this the other day, don't know skinny bitch or BBL bitch got nothing I ain't got. I ain't missed nothing. I ain't missed no dick. I ain't missed no money. I ain't missed no friends. I ain't missed no opportunity.
Do I look fat? Yes, great. I ain't got to worry about looking fat later because I know I already do. Cool.
Harder to kidnap.
Boom. I'm heavy. Love that for me. Because I'm going to eat me a fucking zebra cake if I want a zebra cake.
Man.
I cannot obsess over, because then you're never satisfied. Because even if you lose 1,000 pounds, you still look like a fat bitch in the mirror to you because you just.
I want to talk about something so bad, but we cannot talk about it on camera. Oh, I will tell you when we take. Because
you're going to forget.
I'm not going to forget. I've actually been wanting to talk about this so bad, and I wanted to make a TikTok about it.
Text it to me. Now.
Right
So I'm gonna distract you
because
guys.
I don't have nice things to say, and I just feel like
just
you
give
would
me
feel
the
away.
gist, and then
I just text what I want to talk about. Because I've been wanting to talk about this for weeks. Oh, I've got so many opinions.
Anyway, so they got
tell you
nothing to do with
later.
me.
It don't have. I mean, the thing about it is, what I love about this podcast. I'm not gonna say anything, but you and I are different people.
We're two
so
different
like
people.
my opinions are my own. Anything I say sitting here with Mel does not necessarily mean that she condones or shares the views that I share, and vice versa. We do not share a brain.
Right. So yeah, I
yes.
just can't. I'm not gonna let skinniness run me. Now, when I have the kids, I'll see how I feel about my body after that, and we'll get to that part when we come to it. But right now, I'm vibing.
I can't let skinniness. But first of all, I will say, it is an interesting experience living outside, like peeking outside of the club and can't get in terms of being skinny, because I've never really been that small unless I was hurting myself. But then also like living within the privileged confines of my shape. It's such a weird place to be, because I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and she was talking about her weight, and she's not a shapely girl. And she told me her weight, and she's like, I'm trying to lose weight so bad, and she weighs significantly less than me.
I've had that experience too.
It's just different.
Yeah.
So like, I can't even fully be like, oh, I'm getting treated a certain way because I'm not small, because like you actually get treated better than a lot of girls that are not small because of how you shape.
Because of how you shape.
You need to recognize
and
that
there's
too.
privilege in that. Because I was reading something from a plus size girly on TikTok, and she was just saying like, oh, when you're big but you don't have a small waist or whatever, there's privilege in that. So it's like, for me, I was skinny as a beanpole up until like.
I was looking at your old pictures. You were quite small.
Yeah, I was skinny. I was skinny for real. Elementary school, like 40 pounds, skinny.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I hit middle school, when puberty started coming in, then I started cheering. That's when I started getting, like, I always had some big thighs, but that's when I started getting thicker. I started middle school like 85 pounds. I left 130. And then I never really kind of looked back. But even then, I was still bigger than my peers because I was a little thicker on the bottom. But I was small. You wouldn't say Melanie was fat. And then some point in 2018, after my 24th birthday, the girls it just got kind of out of control.
But it's not out of control though. Sometimes you're just not supposed to be small.
But I was never meant to be small. Even when at my skinniest, I was still 150.
I came into the 6th grade at 119 pounds. I've always had a big, stupid ass. It was never meant for me to be a little person.
I was never meant to be small.
And then I would say like in 2015, 2016, that was when I was like working out twice a day. I wasn't eating and all that shit. It just simply was not sustainable, which is so crazy. Like if you got friends and shit that's losing weight and you can see that they've been like obsessed with all kinds of shit, man, it's a mind fuck, because the kind of compliments you get are like, damn bitch, you look good, what you been doing, oh my god, keep it up, and it's like, I'm dying. Like
I've eaten 4 grapes this week.
I've eaten nothing. I just been shaking garlic powder into my mouth and laying down, and you telling me to keep it up? I can't keep this shit up.
I can't keep my eyes open.
I can't keep my eyes straight. I fainted during sex once when I was trying to be skinny. It was all not dead ass serious. Like that nigga thought he was gonna have to call the cops, the people. What the fuck? I didn't have any energy. I wasn't eating.
You don't got your
food. I'm a real fucker. I like to fuck. So like, when I
ain't doing shit.
When I say I blacked out, and he was like, oh, he's like, he didn't slap me, but I did get very violently. Like I felt him put his fucking into that shit, and I was like, well, no.
Fainting during sex is insane.
No.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Okay.
Do we have letters? I don't think we have letters.
I looked. And I didn't see any new letters.
I didn't see any new letters, so
yes,
fuck y'all too then. Honestly, that's fine because we don't need to waste no more time.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're watching this, today is my actual date of birth. So we're going to talk about birthday. I am officially 30 if you're watching this.
Well,
I'm 30. I'm going to be 30 now.
Didn't you call me all types of old bitches when I turned 30?
I did.
You did?
I don't know. I probably did. I probably was like, damn.
Oh,
I think it was fresh. I think damn just came out, so I was really laying it on thick.
Oh, how
so
the
now that I'm
turntables
30,
have
30 is
turned.
no longer old.
How was Denny's today? Did you go at like 4 o'clock?
Honestly, I like Denny's.
Yeah,
So,
how was it?
but honestly, I'm
Did they
embracing
send you your
it.
AARP card?
Honestly, you know that you can sign up for one right now.
Oh, I have an AARP
I'm
card.
about to say,
I'm
you
just
can
not
just
gonna let
sign
you
up for
hoes
one.
make fun of me about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I forgot joke of the week. Joke of the week, and I guess it does kind of like coincide because as you get older and turn 30, you just start doing dumb shit, and it's like new dumb shit. Like it's young dumb shit, and it's like old auntie dumb shit that you be doing. So I almost probably murdered myself in my crossover SUV. The other day, I went to my problematic fave, Chick-fil-A. I went there to get breakfast before I went to the doctor. And I got me some breakfast, had my little chicken minis or chicken sandwich. I forgot what I ordered. And I had an orange juice. Didn't finish the orange juice because I never do. And I just flung it in my car because that's the kind of bitch that I am.
Period.
And
Gang. Say gang.
Gang, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I thought you said gay. I was like, whoa, hold on. Too soon. Oh my God.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yes.
So
I've said I'm just
shut up.
I'm just here.
It's in the problem.
I've done nothing gay. I
Me
hate
neither.
heterosexual relationships. My nigga's straight. I had not one piece of pussy all pride long. And I
unfortunate.
asked, I checked in. I said, can I please ask a pussy? He said, no.
Why
I
are
said,
Why are you asking?
because we got rules and shit in our relationship. I be trying to do right by the
I'm
nigga
telling
shit.
you, I want pussy. I can't have
He's
none.
so strict. I said, just look, I ain't sniffed a coochie. And it is the end of, I'm all set. Thanks, friend. if I get in dire straits, so not dire, I ain't gonna do your coochie like that, but I don't
Like,
want
dang,
none.
last pussy on earth is crazy.
Not last. It's weird, you're my friend.
I mean, we can not be friends. You can like,
No, I'm all set.
I've been
And
sweating.
you like
I got
scooping it out? Nah.
scooping.
I'm all set.
Coochie scoop.
I don't want a fucking coochie scoop, thanks.
Title.
Okay,
Coochie
yes,
scoop
coochie
is
scoop.
great. Anyway, so I got the orange juice. I didn't think nothing of it because I fling everything. It's another bottle back there, Tropicana, whatever. So
You gonna
yesterday,
make another one.
right? So yesterday I go to the nail shop to get my nails done, and I come back in the car and I said, "What the fuck is that smell?" It's 107 degrees in my car. It's hot as fuck. So it's just like a big ass fucking petri dish in my car. Like what? It smelled like vinegar and ass and like ACV, just bad smells. I'm like, what is that? I'm looking around like, did I leave some wings in the back or some shit? Like, what is that? So I get some wine coolers later because my friend was having a cookout. So I was like, fine, I'll go over there.
That's an egregious sentence that you just willingly drinking wine coolers. Yeah.
If you have any kind of cookout event, I'm bringing a fucking 12-pack of Seagrams. That's just my personality.
Okay, what color?
All of them multi-pack. The blue one's the best one, but I'm bringing all of them.
Child, okay, go on.
They don't make a 12-pack of one flavor. It's only a 6-pack.
12 wine coolers is egregious.
I mean, if it's for a whole event,
So all you hoes just sitting around the fire drinking wine coolers.
yes. And the bitches was gone. I can't
Do I know these people?
His family niggas, they like
You gotta
wine
tell me
coolers.
who it is so I could judge them when I'm done.
Anybody you see me with who go and converse and fellowship with me in the summer is drinking wine coolers.
You would have to give me some actual cash in my hand to consume a wine cooler.
Oh, I'm telling you, I drink hard liquor and I'm too good for wine coolers with all the sugar and Capri Suns with liquor in it. I don't give a
Because
fuck.
I could just drink some Kool-Aid.
Oh, I started accidentally recording. I'm
Yeah.
like, what demon is writing on the thing? Anyway, but yes, so I come back in the car. I mean, I picked the wine coolers up and I smell the ass smell on the fucking wine cooler. I said, who is sabotaging my wine coolers?
Now you're bringing ass coolers to the party.
I'm like, it's the smell. So I goes like, it's wet. Something's wet in my seat. Do you know that fucking orange juice spilled in my goddamn cloth seats in my car and it seeped into the fucking material, and because it was so hot, it created a fucking mustard gas bomb
Yuck.
in my fucking crossover SUV. I could
Disgusting.
have died.
You could have died.
So I had to like saturate it with a water bottle I had and just like take all my Chipotle napkins and just.
You really should have just ripped the seat out and threw it out. You
I probably should because
Yeah.
it's still a little assy in there. So I'm having that boy take it to the
to the detailer.
and just get it, just
Yeah.
suck it on up because that smell is never coming out. Like
Yeah.
one time I had a friend throw up in her car and she got a detail, but that throw up is still in the spirit of the throw up is in there.
This is not my joke of the week, but I definitely almost like had an accident in this lady's Uber, and she was like a Gen X style mom, and she could tell that I was sick in the backseat. And I've never been threatened by somebody who was not my mom so hard in my life. She was like, I don't know.
If you throw up,
she's like, I don't know what you got going on back there, and I don't know which end, but we're almost at your house.
Figure it the fuck out.
Cause when I get sick, I be moaning like an old church lady when I don't feel good. So I was in her backseat talking about something. I was like,
no, honestly, this is why I probably can never drive Uber, because if you throw up in my, I have like PTSD from my homegirl throwing up in her car. If you throw up in my car,
I will stop talking to a bitch for throwing up in my car. Clean it up,
absolutely.
I don't.
And I've been drunk like,
I
I'm
will
so
roll
drunk.
out on the
Get
highway
out the car
before I throw up in a bitch
before
car.
you throw up in my vehicle. I don't play.
I was finna throw up in this girl car once, and I said, you're gonna have to, and it was safe to pull over. She was being a dickhead. I may have been like 20. And I was like, you're gonna have to pull over. She was like, I'm not pulling this car over. I started
Why the fuck
opening,
not?
what the fuck is your problem? I started opening that door. She's like, bitch, you crazy. She made me walk. Because I opened her car while it was moving.
To throw up? Did you throw up?
Yeah, I threw up. I got my way. I had one of my niggas come pick
Was
me
she
up.
driving as you threw up?
I said, you're going to have to pull the car over. She said, no. I said, you're really going to have to pull the car over because I'm finna throw up. I don't want to throw up in your car. She said, I'm not pulling over. Mind you.
Do you want me to throw up in your car?
But we're all drunk. You remember how drunk you used to be as like a really, really young person. So like, she didn't have her fucking faculties and facilities to make decisions either. So she probably heard, you gonna have to do this, and was like, bitch, I ain't gotta do shit. So
yeah,
I started opening the door while she had to have been going like 45. I could have died. And she was like, you gonna have to walk.
Well, we gonna throw up in this bitch like the wood, ho, since you don't want to pull over
your
goddamn
like,
Sentra.
I'm not walking anywhere.
Bitch, pull this fucking Sentra over so I can throw up.
I've done some such dumb shit. Let's get into the topic.
Okay, so you need to do your joke of the week.
My joke of the week. So my cousin, if you listen to this, I'm not gonna say your name because we got new rules at this studio and we ain't got time to be editing out your funky ass name. Show my grandma my motherfucking Instagram again to see what goddamn happened. My cousin, who I don't really know you, last time I saw this hoe, we was running around barefoot in Mississippi playing games and drinking out of water hose and shit. We didn't grow up together. So she reached out to me on Instagram because she like, I'm moving to Atlanta. I want to be friends. I said, Sure. You know, okay. And she like a little picture here and there. I put some shit on the story. She do a little heart eyes. She put her little, the kids are cute. Gorgeous. Put a little family on there and put some heart eyes. I said, oh, okay. You know, we're going to build a friendship. I love friends. So I'm like, because you're going to be more like my friend than my cousin because we didn't grow up together. Right. So my grandmother had, first of all, my grandmother likes nothing. She's very conservative, not politically, but in terms of like how you should be dressed,
a black lady
how you
way.
should move as a lady, all these different things. And I am her prodigal child. I do nothing correct in terms of like how she thinks I should move about the world. But I think she respects me a little bit just because I am so earnestly myself that she's like fine with it.
Same.
So my grandmother had been bringing up very specific pictures and videos to my mother. Like, I can't believe Jasmine put that on the internet. And I seen this and I seen that. And we're like, well, we know you don't know what a podcast is. So
where are you seeing
we know it's not that. And where are you seeing my Instagram from? So I'm talking to my mother the other day and she's like, well, your cousin, the one I'm talking about, has been trying to call you. She want her hair braided and she want to have drinks. You know, she in the city, whatever. She don't have no friends. And so I said, okay, cool. You know, cool. And so I saw this Mississippi number calling me and I just didn't pick it up because I was busy. And then so when my mom was like, oh, that's her, like text her. And so I text her and said, you know, hey, what's up, da-da-da-da-da. My mama hit my phone before I laid down. She said, don't you schedule shit with her. She the one who been showing your Instagram to mother, and she the one, she messy. Everybody knows she messy, apparently, but me and you. She messy, don't do nothing to her. I said, don't you fucking worry about it. I ain't braiding no hair and I ain't having no drinks. My mama said, you can still braid the girl hair. Make your money.
Charge her double.
I said,
$6,000.
I said, I don't need her little braid money that back. I said, you think you finna be messy on me to my grandmama and then I'm gonna be playing in your head like I'm your lady in waiting? No.
You can do the what's it called? The ball braided hair and kick me in it.
You better go on down to the braid bar like everybody else and cry
with the root bitch at the braid bar.
You better go do that shit because it ain't gonna be me. Man, I don't understand why I can't have normal cousins. Did I tell you I saw my other cousin at Colony Square? Did I tell you that?
Yes, you did. You did.
I cannot have one. And then the thing about it is I be trying to be like, damn, is it me? Because none of these bitches is normal. But I don't even know her. I ain't did nothing to you. What you showing my grandma my titties for?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's so weird.
That's strange. Cause
But
like,
yes.
she know these titties is probably from her. These
Right.
probably her titties.
These titties was in my mama's womb and her womb.
Yeah, you carried these titties
She
at some
carried
point
these
on a
titties.
molecular level.
Yeah.
Weird.
The hell?
Okay, so
Pissing me off.
before the only current event, so much going on right now. I can't even think about what the fuck is going on. But I do want to talk about the fact that Kendrick Lamar, who I don't even really like.
Me neither.
Somebody
to
was
be
like,
honest.
"Y'all not Kendrick fans, you're a Drake hater." Yes.
You got it. You fucking got
Yes.
it. I hate that yellow bitch so bad. Oh.
So yes, I'm going to
Oh my
crip
God.
walk on his grave.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Fuck 'em.
Now, I reserve my Jezebel tendencies for people with dark skin partners, women partners, especially, you know, if it's NBA player with a black wife and if she's dark skinned, I will not project my whore ways. But that goddamn Russell Westbrook, when he got to when them LA niggas elbows go up and he did this little shit here, I was like, oh, he's grooving.
I'm trying to watch
He's
what I
having
say
a good time.
in terms of lusting after other men as I am.
Nina, I am so sorry 'cause I follow Nina. I likes me Nina Westbrook.
I like Nina
and
Westbrook
all
too.
3 children are black. But that goddamn Russell got on that goddamn stage and got the goddamn crip walking. I said,
I'm not supposed to say sexually explicit things
you don't
about
tell me
other
where
men.
you from. It's a rap, homie.
Me and that boy sweat the damn paint off the wall. I swear to God. I had to turn it off when I saw he got hit his little jig. I said, oh, you ever be watching something with your nigga and a nigga be sexy while you watching it with your nigga?
And you gotta,
And it's a different type of sexy with your nigga, so he can't even relate. Like, he can't even be like,
because if it's a fat ass, y'all can relate on a fat ass.
Right.
But I was watching Bad Boys 4 squirming in the seat like.
I had to fall asleep on the end of Bad Boys 4. I was getting too into it. I just blacked out in the theater. And I was like, I can't watch that. I had to come see this shit by myself.
No, that one time where it was the fucking Alien movie with the nigga from the white man from Guardians of the Galaxy, but Keith Powers is in it, and I'm sitting there watching it with my nigga. I felt like I was at Moesha's birthday party. I'm like, wow, 2 of my bitches in the club.
But men be so sensitive. It's like, no, baby, I love you. We go together. He just fine. I don't know what you want me to say.
But goddamn,
but
Russell,
I think
and I'm
when
a
your
gangbang-
nigga know you a little bit of a slut, then that's the problem. That be the problem.
That'd be the problem.
That'd be the
And
issue.
my problem with my previous relationship was probably part of the reason I got broken up with, because I would openly thirst for the keys and whoever the fucks, and I would be in the club with these niggas.
That's the bitch. So that's
Like,
the problem.
And like, you kind of going like,
That's
you
a
can sit
recurring
your ass
problem
down.
in like my relationships is that like the niggas be like, the difference between me and you is I can't fuck Megan Thee Stallion. You can fuck these niggas that you talking to on the internet. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
but it never works out for me because I just have bad luck. Because I still ain't got a celebrity body, but again, I be on there with a beard filter on. That's probably why. Like, oh, she kind of cute, she kind of thick, she funny. Never mind, bro.
Here come this weird bitch with a beard.
The weird beard,
The
bitch.
weird beard bitch.
Damn,
That would be another cute title too.
That
Weird
would
beard
weird
bitch.
beard bitch.
Yes.
Funny too. Okay, we'll vote.
We gotta get to the.
Okay, but
get to
okay,
the
that
meat.
does segue into it. Just think about like my younger self. I think about, you know, my 20s have been. I'm glad to be closing this chapter because it was a roller coaster. Because I was doing the little countdown each year of my 20s, and somebody's like, "Oh my God, you had a whole phase. Like, tell us more." And it's just like, baby, let me tell you something. You know, all the nieces, all the Gen Z nieces listening, the 20s are a goddamn fucking dumpster fire, okay?
But it's so fun.
It is fun. And it's
Yeah.
like, and the funness of the 20s is that you don't know better. And if you do, you have the fallback of like, but I'm so young.
I'm so young. I'm so
That's how I
cute.
ended up on that air mattress when I was 25 because I knew better. I knew I was not supposed to be having intercourse on the air mattress. But I'm like, he's fine though. And it's fun. The dick is huge. And I still have the, After a
Man.
certain age, that shit's not, bitch, get your ass up.
So many niggas pulled the wool over my eyes just because they had big fat cocks. And I wish I could go back and tell my younger self, man, like, hey, man,
Hey,
relax.
did you watch the Michelet Lifetime biopic?
Yes. I barely remember it, but yes,
I
I did.
love the Michelet. First of all, Justice for Michelet, girl.
She been through it.
She been through it, and just to see that fuck nigga on that stage, that fucking concert, fuck him, girl. Michelet, I'm on your side.
And that's why we don't like Kendrick, because you really don't care.
You really
don't
care.
give a fuck about black women.
You really
You
don't
just
give a
using
fuck.
all this shit as a gotcha
For Drake.
which
And it's like let's whack him, but
but
also
we see you, ho.
we see you. Anyway, But Michelette's biopic was so fucking funny to me because she had the girl from That's So Raven playing her. So she's like, I can't work like this, Dre. She's acting out all these things as Michelet and Dre and the Suge Knight nigga and all the things. But instead of Michelet just narrating the story like a regular fucking biopic, Michelet will just come from behind the fucking wall. Real life fucking Michelet. That shit's hurt. How she do that all day? Real life Michelet would just come, and then when Dre said this, and that's what
Why
Michelet, 2016 Michelet would just be in the scene.
Just do it anyway.
Coming from
Popping
the fucking,
up like Mary J. Blige
she's on the
and
couch.
shit.
And then when Suge said, Michelet, what are you doing?
And also, where are your parents? Here's the thing. That's the thing. I think a large theme of mine is I kind of violently pulled away from my parents in my early 20s, and so much of the shit that I went through could have been avoided had I just called my mom once. Had I just... Because I've been in so many stupid ass situations where I could have died. Where it's just like, if you just called your mom and asked her was this a good idea, then maybe you would have been all right.
For me, my dumb shit is like, it's gonna get dark, but it's not intentionally dark. I wonder how different my 20s would have been if I had my dad. So I wonder how much of my behavior was just me being fatherless, or just like me rebelling. Because shut up.
No, because I got something to say.
It was funny because I think about like my sisters, it was a lot of stuff that I went through that I wish I could have had a me, because my sisters didn't understand, because y'all had daddies in y'all 20s, so it's not really like the same, because I'm over here doing fatherless shit.
I ain't had no daddy
around when I was growing up, right? So like, going to college, my dad was in Tallahassee every fucking weekend for my sisters. I'm vibing, you know what I'm saying? So like, I wonder how different, like I probably wouldn't have had a cute phase and a, shaking ass phase if my daddy was always on the set. So I wonder how much different college would have been for me.
You would have been so boring.
I would have been, if I had a fucking dad, I would have been the worst, like, cause it was so humbling. So like, that girl who got the perfect daddy, the perfect mama, they've been married for 1,000 years, and he still buy her flowers for her birthday every year. She's like, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
I would have been that girl.
Yeah.
So like, my dad dying probably was the best personality seasoning, because I would have been completely insufferable. But also like, damn, what mistakes would I have made? How much different would it have looked? I still have always been kind of like a rebel and kind of like fun anyway. So probably would have eventually still came out, because I want to do the bad things.
Do you think you would have been a pick-me?
I didn't grow up in a pick-me household, for real. My mom is very, although she's not as like radical, and she's not really like, she don't really call it a feminist, but she's a very girl bossy kind of girl. Just naturally, she's a very Charlotte Pickles kind of girl.
Yes, I've heard you say that
So
before.
I didn't grow up in a make your man play and do this. Like, we grew up like hearing like, okay, when you have a husband, you do this. But I think that's kind of like natural. We weren't in like husband school at home. So I probably would have been a different kind of pick me, like maybe like a couldn't be me kind of pick me.
I'm acutely aware that it could always be me.
Yeah, but it's like, but because life has beat my ass, that still was a different kind of couldn't be me kind of girly, but not like in a pick me kind of way. Like, I wonder who, like, I want to meet that version of me, whatever fucking multiverse version that has a dad. How is she? I want to check on that girl.
I always wonder who I would have been had I not had my dad.
Yeah, like, what if
Simply
you had a
because
normal
like I went to college to avenge myself. Like, I had just been in such a terrible household for so long, and I told you my dad up and disappeared for like a year towards the end of my high school career, which was so stressful for me, because the thing about having an abuser that you love is like, when they are not around, you're like, I miss this funky bitch. Like, where the fuck is you at? So when he up and disappeared, I was so angry. I was like, so not only did you harass me my entire life, when we was starting to get cool and I needed you, you disappeared. So I went to college with a level of hate for niggas that like, I was just trying to like
do whatever bad thing.
Not even do it. I wasn't even that wild. Like, my welcome week, I met a nigga that I was with. Like, I got in a relationship upon getting, I was cheating. But I was cheating when he was cheating.
Well,
I was cheating when he. I mean, it was young, like, and that
don't count.
I'm very like evil twin. You do it, I'ma do it. Like, that's always been my personality. So it's not like I was just like out here fucking about on him. But like, if I hear a whisper on the wind that you out here catching coochie,
Okay,
then
well, I'm calling goddamn
catch me a little
Trevon
dick too. No, I was fucking his tennis instructor. Yeah.
But it kind of, that was just, it sound like, the way you said you're avenging yourself is just like doing shit to kind of like.
But like, if I had not had my dad, like if I always wonder like who I would, because like we talk about like my sister didn't grow up with my dad, and I always wonder, would I have been like a normal, well-adjusted person? Like, would I have been okay?
Because your sister's like normal,
relatively. So like,
and what is normal?
What is normal? But like in comparison to me, she's normal.
Normal.
She's normal as fuck.
Yeah.
So, like,
it's so funny how like our things are different. Like, what if I had my dad? What if I didn't?
I think that like, cause like even now with the gas thing. So y'all, let me tell y'all something about my crazy ass daddy. I rack up a bunch of Kroger points. How many minutes?
10.
I rack up a bunch of Kroger points on my Kroger card for gas. I go check my app. My points are wiped the fuck out. At gas stations I don't go to. It's this nigga trying to upset me to the point where I have to, mind you, we're no contact. So you're using my phone number at the gas pump, trying to upset me to the point where I have to call you to cuss you out.
This nigga is like Homelander, bro. He be finding just
Literally. Cause like,
I'm sorry if I overstepped by saying your daddy is Homelander,
it's
but
fine.
he just find new ways.
I'm scrolling my shit. I'm like, I know, cause I'm not driving. I haven't driven since April.
How your mind? He's like Juan Dietrich. You need a fucking monument, bro. How you think of that?
So I often think like, who would I have been if this person was not in my life? Cause that was my first introduction to niggas, a nigga who'll do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then like the first guy that I seriously dated out of college, I told you he was putting pennies on my back tire to make sure I wasn't leaving when I like, yeah. So this nigga, like, if I were to say that I wasn't, no, seriously.
Like, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
If I was to say that I wasn't, like, he'd be like, oh, what you doing today? I'd be like, oh, I'm not going nowhere. I'm in the house. He would put a penny on my back passenger tire to make sure my car didn't move. And if that penny was gone, he would be like, bitch, like,
the fuck you went? I went to fucking CVS.
I went to American Deli. I'm sorry. But I've always, like, up until like maybe my mid 20s, I was always attracted to niggas who act like my dad, because I thought that that's how niggas was supposed to act.
Yeah, and what's so crazy is, for me, it's kind of like a twisted. So like, I had my dad's my hero. He's so perfect. He's so nice. He never hurt a fly. And then he just got ripped from under me. Mm-hmm. And then the year before college, so I go to college and I'm exposed to like men in droves, there's niggas everywhere. And I'm like, these are niggas?
These are the niggas.
And I didn't get a chance to talk to my dad. Like, you ain't tell me these was niggas. This is awful. These niggas are not like you at all. So, and then I also think like, okay, who am I without my trauma? Because again, that bitch might suck. Like, you know the episode when SpongeBob got normal?
Ugh.
And he was like, hi, how are you?
I'm SpongeBob.
Is that how I would act with a daddy? Like, I don't know if I want that version of me.
I've said it on this podcast before. I knew a girl that I went to Georgia State with, and she is very kind. She's very sweet. She has had such a great life, and she is the most boring bitch I've ever met on the fucking planet. She's so boring, and I'm like, oh my God, bitch, please. Like, you need to go through something.
Go through
for real.
something.
But I think when I went to college, my dad, because like I said, I've always been shapely, and I think that scared the fuck out of my dad, especially for someone who was expecting a boy. My dad didn't know I was going to be a girl until I was here. So I think that in his mind, he said this to me, like, I just raised you like how I would raise a son, but it was hard because you a girl. And so, you know, me, as I'm like filling out, you know, and I'm getting all shapely and stuff.
Titties in the house
he's
now.
giving me like misogyny bingo, you know, like, you niggas is only gonna like you because, you know, your ass and your titties, and you gotta make sure that you don't let these niggas take advantage of you. Men only want one thing, But then separately, he would never say that men were going to be attracted to me because I was smart and funny, but he would tell me that I was smart and funny. Mm-hmm. So like, I never knew that a man could be attracted to you because you were smart and funny.
Because you just fed all
So when I got to college, and titties and ass was second, and niggas thought I was hilarious and smart, I was like, oh, I'm finna run through these hoes. Y'all think I'm getting a little chuck? I was laughing niggas at their draws left
easily
and right.
Easily.
Them niggas was stepping out of my fucking panties because I'm funny. You thought it was the ass. It's the personality, bitch. So, I don't know. That awakened something for me. I was like, I just didn't know niggas like personalities because you told me I was gonna be a fuck toy.
It's like, wow, this is how this kind of shit works.
And I've been fucked up ever since.
Just thinking like undergrad, like, again, granted, I didn't have the daddy no more, but I still had like the conditioning of the church and the shit, and you do this, and if you don't suck dick, then you get the husband, and this is how this works, and then this is...
You're gonna get the husband if you suck the dick.
Right.
I
know that now, but like, when I realized I was so like, I can't have sex because I'm trying to be this, and I want to make line, and I want to run for this because I can't be a whore because I'm not gonna get those things. I'm a whore because whores get punished. No, they don't.
Well, kinda.
It depends.
It depends. Because my experience, bitches got so mad at me at college for owning the fact that, like,
yes,
who I was.
It's a different kind of but like
Yes.
in the long run, you think that you're just gonna end up alone with all the dicks you sucked on the wall. That's not how that works.
No.
So I just was like, but again, my fucking villain origin story. Like when my fucking group chat got leaked, and I saw people, including your fucking teachers, in your face, are gonna talk shit about you anyway. I was like, I could have been getting my pussy ate upside down this whole goddamn time. And they were calling me a hoe anyway before I even touched the dicks. I was like, I may as well just touch the dicks.
Some of the most egregious things that I ever heard about myself just inspired me to hoe more.
Because I just did it.
The stories that y'all are making up are so cartoonish that, like, honestly, might as well.
I want to meet the version of me that lives in people's heads. She might be a good time.
Bitch, you just said a word there.
I want to meet the version of myself that people have created in their mind. The fan fiction that people have created of things that I've done. I was like, I didn't even think of that. And
now I'm gonna do it. I put it on the
goddamn.
You goddamn.
You said I fucked both twins? I didn't even think of that.
But now
I should have.
I might.
Damn.
No, I think
the rumors were crazy and underground. But that just frames like, okay, going to an HBCU, because you want to an HBCU, it's just like a little mini ecosystem of the world. So like now, even with like social media popularity and fame or whatever the fuck, just more people harassing you and knowing who you are. It's like, this isn't fully new because I went to an HBCU. So I was that in this little mini 2 square mile ecosystem. So this is not really new to me. Like the harassment and all that and death threats
it's crazy.
Is new and crazy and everything. But like, okay, I'm used to a heightened level of visibility. But having to go through all of that in front of all those people who don't forget shit, it's like, this shit still gets brought up to me to this day. It's
and
like,
grow up. It happened 40 years ago.
We were 19
who gives
at
a fuck?
best. Like, but and the other, we talked about this before, but just like, but the rapist niggas get to rebrand. The abusers get to rebrand and get the wife and the
and
kids
these niggas
and the
are behaving no different at 30.
They get to rebrand.
They're still doing the same shit. The same niggas
ain't changed a
that
bit.
was doing assaults and doing revenge porn and doing all these different things. They're still doing it. They just got 401ks now.
401.
They just got
401ks. It's crazy.
and that's what they're doing. They're still doing the same shit.
They're still branded fuck nigga that they always been, but baby can't suck a little dick. Baby can't be a hoe. Baby can't talk shit. Baby can't.
But that's the thing about it is like, we are not in a world where a woman being expressive and being happy about being sexual is a real thing. Because the thing about it is, like, I've heard some of the things about myself. I'm really, like I've said before, I'm just a serial fucker. Like, I don't even be like really hoeing for real. I just pick a nigga I like to fuck on for a while. I do it. You know, I give my soul to the Lord for a couple weeks or months, and then I find me another one. That's just how I do.
You rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
And just even with me, just it took a long time for me to. So like my theme of like my 30-year-old set is supposed to be like being a late bloomer. I don't know. I worked out them jokes yesterday and people wasn't really feeling it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I may just give y'all the same fucking jokes from April because I know they hit. Whatever.
Act like you ain't heard them before.
I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be funny again, bitch. But anyway,
let me see that
but
phone.
just being a late bloomer of it all is just like, I remember just like feeling icky at first, but then I was like, I kind of feel kind of powerful, and it took, and I still had to reprogram and unprogram because then I was like, yeah, I'm living in my whole era, and then my doctor was like, hey, you have an STD. Oh, what? Oh. And then I listened to Tasha Cobbs my entire senior year just to find out, because it was like I felt it as me being punished, but then just for my doctor to be like, oh no, that was just you had mono and it just popped up as an STD again.
These STDs misdiagnoses.
Oh, because like
are crazy.
What if I was suicidal?
Now you've rung my bell. Listen, see me, I'll get the fuck up out of here. So I need the truth at the doctor.
Run it again before I go.
Before I leave, you need
test
to put that
it.
bitch
Run it again.
Back in the whoosh whoosh, because I'll go through the self checkout today. I'll find the ocean and walk into it.
Cause listen, so I had to have that kind of come to Jesus with myself because I thought that I was being punished for having sex, so that's why you got the big H. But it's like, no, it was mono. It was mono. But again, that's why you got to ask questions at the fucking doctor because they'll have you. And then they'll brush it off. I was like, what do you mean I got the big H? Like, bitch, what? She's like, oh, everyone has it. Well, I don't want to be.
And they be back there Googling shit just like we Googling shit. They will go back there and tippy tap tap on their phone and be like, cancer. And it's like, hey,
hey,
Relax.
you can't just be playing with people like that.
I think for me, I have an aunt that used to call me a flower in the attic, and I had not ever seen that movie.
That doesn't sound nice. I don't watch
Yeah,
the
she
movie
used to
either,
call
but I
me
know
flower
it's
in the
not nice.
attic. And I used to watch girls getting to be girls in real time. Like how strict my father was affected my ability to form friendships. That's why I only have one friend from my childhood, because she was the only friend willing to always come over my house. Like a lot of friends used to get frustrated with me because I'm always coming over here, but you can't never come over my house. My parents starting to think you weird. No,
Right.
we're done being friends. But I just remember watching girls get to go on dates and go to dances. Like I went to some dances, but like my female family members had to sneak, behind my dad's back and shit. And I just was always literally looking out the window like, when I get into this world, I'm going to tear it the fuck up. I'm going to make I'm going to make up for everything that I missed. I'm going to make up for all of the horrible things that happened to me. And I didn't realize until maybe I was like 26 and I went to talk to a therapist. I literally, first of all, the men who love me also need therapy, because the ones that have broken through and have actually loved me, you have only done this because you know I hate niggas and you were trying to change my mind. You need to go see that lady.
Took it as a challenge.
Because it's a challenge. Like, I remember, like, when I met B, I was so mean to him. And
he was like, yes.
Literally, like, I got up to use the bathroom. I came back. He was sitting in my seat. And I was like, get up. And he was like, is this how you talk to human beings? And I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of my seat. And he was like, oh, I'm going to have a time with you. I like you. And I'm like, no, you need to go. I need to go to therapy. And you need to go to therapy immediately. But I've been punishing niggas because of my dad. I've been punishing my dad through niggas literally all my life. And even now, being in a healthy relationship, it'll bubble up. Because sometimes my man will just be looking too content and happy. And I'm like, let's give you a fucking challenge. Let's do some Fear Factor Temple of Doom type shit. Let's get your ass on an obstacle course. You looking too restful.
Yeah.
You looking too happy. A happy man just makes me itch.
Damn, now that you said that, I'm like, I don't want to get too fruity in here. Never mind.
Like gay?
Fruit.
Oh, Freudian.
Freud. I never say it out loud. I be reading shit. I don't want to get too Freudy in here. We can't. I've been a nasty girl. No, but I'm just saying, like, maybe I've been looking for my dad because, like, in men, because it's not in a weird, like, yeah, I want to fuck my dad kind of. No,
even that boy you with is supportive in the same way that
he act like my fucking dad. I think I've been
yeah.
punishing niggas for not being my dad, and I found a nigga who acts just like my dad. My mom was like, he act like your daddy, and I was just like, ah. And that's why I can't leave him alone.
I've been punishing niggas for being niggas because I can't beat my dad up the way I want to.
It can be arranged.
Oh, no. Listen.
We can figure it out.
I've had several people suggest that we invite him on the podcast and just beat him with like bags of books and shit.
They got white walls in here, so we won't do it here. But we will find a studio that can support.
That's the thing. I love my dad so much. You just ruined me, bitch.
We're doing the Father's Day episode. Okay, we do these wrap up, but just
Suplex City.
But yeah, I wish I had a me as a mentor in my 20s, because I was just going through shit. But then if I had a mentor, I wouldn't have been able to figure it out on my own. But just somebody, bitch, I need to come back as a fucking hologram in my earlier 23. Like, you're gonna be fine.
I wish I could have hugged my mom in her crash out phase. Now that I just answered that question, because I'm thinking about how awful my dad was to me. You had a baby with that.
I can only imagine.
And I wish. And sometimes my mom will be talking and she'll be getting on my nerves. And when people I love get on my nerves, I try before I get to anger to reframe it and look at them like a kid or look at them like a person who is in panic.
She had a baby by your dad.
You had a baby by my dad. You poor, sweet summer child. Like, come here. Like, I just want to hold her sometimes.
Like, that's her ex.
Because I also, like,
your dad is her ex.
My father is her ex, which is crazy. Like, I told her about that gas points shit. She was like, no, that's on brand. She's like, that makes sense. And I'm like, it doesn't. I was like, that's crazy. She's like, but that's your dad, though. And I'm like, because see, I would have took me to the chop shop. You had a baby for that nigga?
Not to be too gross, but like, you fucked this man. That's gross.
All right, let's wrap up.
To be like, man, and the thought of my parents in their late 30s fucking and having me is also disgusting. But like,
if you spend
your mom fucked your dad, like my mom fucked my dad, like everybody's mom fucked their dad.
If you spend 5 minutes with my parents, you will understand how they came to be. everybody says it because it's rare that like my parents are in the same room. It's always some sort of celebration for me. If you spend time with them in the room together, you'll be like, oh.
It's like those reverse episodes of Martin where Martin and Pam were together and they had more chemistry than Martin and Gina.
Correct. It's exactly that.
Yes.
But I think we've
yeah, the 20s are, you know, I'm a 30 girly now, and the 20s.
When are you getting fitted for your walker?
I want the one with the wheels on it, and
With
the
the
tennis
tennis
balls
balls?
in the front, and then the wheels. I want the seat. Did you see the girl twerking on the man's walker with the seat on it? On
That would have
TikTok?
upset me.
So funny, and then she fell on him,
On this,
and he was having the time of his
feeble
life.
man.
He was having a blast.
I don't like it.
But no, being an old bitch is cool, honestly,
It is.
because it's like,
Your pussy's finna get so much better.
honestly,
Oh my God.
my 29-year-old pussy has been showing out so bad. Like, I wrote this down as a joke, but it's not appropriate. If these niggas don't deserve me, but I wish I could go refuck niggas from my early 20s. Like, this pussy hitting so crazy right now. Like, you have no idea.
It's two people, I swear to God, just because, like, first, okay, let me say another point. My first point. My coochie got better, like, second week of my 30s. I didn't even recognize her. I was like, oh, you doing stuff. You're doing shenanigans, tricks. Who is this? I thought I had somebody else's pussy. I said, whose pussy is this? I said, hey, girl, what's up? It's about two niggas on my list that if I ran into them with this fucking SRT.
With this fucking
that
Thundercat I got.
You got remember the nigga from Easy A?
Yes.
And none of these niggas deserve me. But
None of them deserve me, but
if anybody from my boyfriend's side of the family is listening, I'm not fucking nobody and I'm with this nigga. I mean, if I was single, which I won't be. So, yeah. I mean, look, the nigga's sensitive. He's sensitive. I'm sensitive because if he had a podcast talk about possibly fucking old hoes, I'ma fucking know something. So I got to do my disclaimers because he ain't crazy.
well,
Well,
I know is my shit is like fucking Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors now. This shit be snack. Baby. My shit.
no, it's so crazy. I'm so glad. See, the Lord has timing. I always, you know how I always say I can't be famous until I'm old, just because I need to like be in a space to be able to be responsible with it. I'm glad the Lord gave me my 30-year-old coochie, and I'm in a very serious relationship. Because if this pussy was on Peachtree,
If
this pussy was on the streets,
the way my coochie
this blue
is,
magic.
listen.
It's
If I
a
had
brand.
this coochie at 23, 24, and this money, and like followers and shit, and access to niggas, and with my 24-year-old 155,
My abs.
if I had that 23-year-old skinny with everything I have now, I would have been an absolute menace
I would
to
have fucked
fucking
myself into the
society.
ER.
I would have ran through them New Edition niggas like the motherfucking Tomb Raider,
Baby.
one by one. Ronnie, Johnny, Ronnie, yeah, Mike. It would have been bad.
No, I'm glad I got this good coochie in a relationship.
Yeah, because like now I have the proper soaps and maintain and it's just my pH is balanced. I know what I'm allergic to, which is condoms, so there wouldn't be none of them. It's just too. Anyway, I think that's enough.
I just had a series of inappropriate.
Woo! Okay, I think that's enough for the episode. I think we had a really good time.
We did.
And make sure you guys hit up the SE
Content
House.
House.
Okay, y'all, this is nice.
It is so nice in here, and you know I don't bullshit. If it was raggedy, I'd be like, "Psst, this shit raggedy." It's not.
This is
wonderful.
nice as fuck.
It's wonderful.
Like, I'll leave my
Y'all
purse
see
in
this
here.
shit? I'm actually y'all rent rooms because I'll just come put my shit right here and lay down.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.